I am so ready. God, this next couple days have got to. We need to speed up time. We have to speed up time because, I am so ready. I am so ready for this game to happen. I am just so excited. Can't wait. Lot to talk about here. This is a big update for the Philadelphia Eagles. Some news I definitely want to go over when it comes to injuries, when it comes to coaching staff, when it comes to this matchup this Sunday, NFC Championship game, 3 o'clock at the Link. Let's get into it.
Because I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. I know we have to speed up time a little bit, get these next few days going, because we have a game this Sunday, an important game. You win this game, you get to the Super Bowl, and not overlooking the 49ers, but I'm ready to stomp on the 49ers on Sunday. Okay, it's already enough. And I don't even know if these are even true, because this was circulating the internet the other day like crazy. I mean, they're already doing what teams should not do facing the Eagles at home, and doing the same stuff, messing with the Rocky statue, as usual. We remember what happened the last time teams have done this in the playoffs like this. Okay, you can't. This is what they're asking for. This is what they want, and they know what they're going to get, because I don't want to hear that 49er fans were treated like crap at this game, because after what the Eagles did to the Vikings, obviously back in 2017, they asked for a lot of things. Some things, obviously, I, didn't think I really agreed with what they did, but that's what you're going to have to deal with going into Philadelphia. So when news circulates like this, not even just that, but, putting Brock Purdy in like a Rocky movie poster, and it's not over till it's over, like hyping this guy up to be exactly what I know what he's going to do in this game is the complete opposite of what 49er fans think. Okay, it's getting personal now that this quarterback is going to just destroy us this Sunday. Okay, I have been on my word for the NFC Championship game. If Brock Purdy destroys us, throws passes on us, looks like a superstar, I will give him the respect he deserves. But until then, he is the babyface. Until then, he has showed me nothing. Until then, I don't care what 49er fans have to say about this guy, because I know what the Eagles have. And when you run into this house in Philadelphia, them thinking that they're just going to walk right in and just destroy us is not going to happen. They need to pump the brakes a little bit. And obviously this is eye candy, because this is the best type of content you want being an Eagles fan. This is the best content that these players need going to this game. But the thing is, they don't need this content, because this is just adding. This is this, adding that, adding this. This is just a plus. This is just luxury content for the team to see on the internet. If I'm telling you right now, it is not going to be good. You know what? We're going to find out. We are going to find out, and we're going to see what this team is all about this Sunday. Eagles, as soon as the Philadelphia Eagles, the goings get tough as they move up and they go to a higher stage, this team is going to play better, okay? And this might backfire, unfortunately, for them. for them, it might backfire. But that's all I got to say about that news going to Sunday. I'm already ready. I don't want to wait another 2 days. I don't want to wait anymore. I want this to happen already. And we will see in a couple days. I have some other news as well when it comes to the coaching staffs. Now, it looks like Frank Reich already going to be the head coach to the Carolina Panthers, which was, I thought, really quick. Some teams don't waste any time. I'm actually really shocked that Frank Reich even got a head coaching job, because I think part of his negative I guess not really success, because, really roped the Colts in getting Carson Wentz. And I think that was all Frank Reich's idea, getting him there, and went over the front office and said, trust me, this is going to work. And it didn't work. And, the Colts had just been bad. And obviously he was replaced. He was fired. Jeff Saturday came in, and it was even worse than that. So Frank Reich getting a head coaching job really fast this early. The Panthers didn't waste any time. There's going to be some time. There's going to be some teams that don't waste any time finding a head coach, and they hire people immediately. And there's going to be teams that are going to take their sweet time well after the Super Bowl. Well, obviously you only have I say a month to really hire somebody because you got free agency, you got a whole bunch of stuff going on. But this was I was actually shocked over this, to be honest. Like, he actually got another head coaching job, like, easily. Now, this is actually really amazing because now we know that Shane Steichen was actually one of the top leading candidates for the Panthers head coaching job. He was the guy. Other than the Texans, I think he interviewed for the Colts, and I think that was it. As when it came to Shane Steichen, his completed interviews, that Shane Steichen was a high piece to be the head coach over there. Now, this is the news coming out of Eagles Day, Philadelphia. Now, it says Panthers give Eagles an early win by turning away from Shane Steichen. Now, it looks like the Eagles OC has been a hot name on the coaching market, but Carolina may have been his best opportunity for a head coaching job this year. Now, it says the Eagles may have gotten a bit of a break on Thursday about 540 miles to the south when the Carolina Panthers pulled the lever on the first hire of the 2023 head coaching cycle. Former Indianapolis Colts, Indianapolis coach Frank Reich, also the ex-Eagles offensive coordinator, got the big chair in Queen City, a double positive that might rival turnovers and explosive plays at Novagear Complex. Now, interesting enough, you might have a head coach in Denver. You might have a head coach with the Cardinals, maybe soon. I don't know. But as of right now, this was Steichen's only move. Really his only promising move as a head coach. And it looks like they wanted more opportunity with Frank Reich. Says, he's had a really good resume over the years, except for obviously being the Colts head coach, which did not really go well for them. But had some good years before that, before last year with Nick Sirianni being the offensive coordinator and all that good stuff. So as reported right here, it looks like Shane Steichen could be staying in Philadelphia, which is really good, guys. Like, if Shane Steichen's going to stay, I hope that Brian Johnson stays. I know Brian Johnson as the quarterback coach has a lot of interest because I was kind of on the ups of having Brian Johnson as the offensive coordinator. I really don't know the plan. DC, I think I know the plan. That there's plenty of coaches. I know they have the plan for that. But when it comes to the OC job, it's really tough for me to say. I really don't know who would they promote from within with Brian Johnson, or would they really go outside the exterior and try to get somebody else. And it looks like this move by Frank Reich going to the Panthers could have really changed the decision of Shane Steichen staying in Philadelphia. It's not reported that he is staying in Philadelphia, but it's saying there's a even bigger chance now the Eagles are going to get to keep him for one more year as the offensive coordinator. And obviously, I would love that. I thought Shane Steichen has done a really good job with this offense, how to use these receivers, getting everybody involved, all the running backs, all this great stuff. So I think that's a big plus for the Eagles regardless of what's going on. And if Shane Steichen is staying, it's a win for the Philadelphia Eagles regardless. So really did like that. We'll see next few weeks what happens. Obviously, it depends on this game. And, obviously if the Eagles lose Sunday, more moves will transpire a lot faster. But we don't want that to happen, obviously. So we're going to see what they do in the next few weeks. And hopefully after the Super Bowl, we'll be seeing these moves. And Shane Steichen staying in Philadelphia, I am perfectly fine with it. Now, Avante Maddox, the fantastic news is your secondary could be at 100% capability, which is great. 2 days ago, Maddox was limited in practice. Sorry, can't talk. Yesterday, Maddox was a full go at practice, which is great. So to put him back at the nickel, it will be huge for the Eagles this week. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson playing playing at the safety position, and hopefully could still use Reed Blankenship in a lot of ways, maybe for run support or something. I don't know what they could do. 3 safety sets, I don't care what it is. I still want Reed Blankenship involved in this defense regardless. Might move some guys around, so who knows. But really the only thing I worry about Avante Maddox is just, obviously him getting hurt again, number one. Number two, well, because he's made of glass. I think we all know that. Number two, I think it comes down to how much rust he's going to have to shake off. He hasn't played a game in weeks. He's been hurt twice this year. He hasn't played in a while, guys. We've been struggling. We didn't have Chauncey for a while either, which resulted in Josiah Scott at the nickel spot, and most of these teams were putting their number one receivers in the slot, and I didn't like it. And it was really hard to watch at times. It was very easy for offenses to match up with having Josiah Scott in there. But getting Maddox back is definitely something that's great because if he starts, great, plays well, great. If he gets hurt, then you revert back to putting Chauncey back to nickel. So there is a, plan A, plan B. And you got to remember at the safety spot, too, you still have Anthony Harris that they moved up to the active roster but never played him. So, that's why they signed Anthony Harris. They gave him a little bit more money, as an insurance policy to be here as a veteran. And all that good stuff. So nice to have some depth at safety. As much as I don't think highly of Anthony Harris. I mean, I was very excited for him when he came to the Eagles a couple years ago, but hasn't really panned out. Didn't really flash. Didn't really do much of anything. That trade for Chauncey Gardner-Johnson really, man, it was a steal. It was a 6th and a 7th, whatever those draft picks were. It was just ridiculous. So getting Avante Maddox back at the end of the day is definitely a great thing. Stability to that nickel spot, and like I said, you always have a plan B to put Chauncey back in there if Maddox does get hurt again. We just got to see how he does. So that's the good news on Maddox. Lastly is going to be the Jason Kelsey situation. Now, Kelsey was asked about if he's going to retire after this year. I mean, at this point, why is he even going to answer this? He's got more things to worry about than if he's going to retire. Like, his full focus is on the NFC Championship game this Sunday at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern. That's all he cares about. Pretty much all he said was, when the time comes, it comes, and, right now I'm focused. That's it. That's all it is. I get a feeling that he might stay for another year in my heart. Maybe I'm too emotional over it. But, there's two things that could happen. Number one, Jason Kelce retires after the after this 2022 season. And then, Cam Jurgens comes in as your starting center. Because if you guys remember, Cam Jurgens was actually supposed to play guard. He was supposed to cross-train the guard next to Kelsey the whole entire OTA's training camp. Kelsey had to get the orthoscopic surgery in his elbow to clean out his elbow, which made Kelsey miss the rest of the weeks until the first game, and Cam Jurgens was forced to play center, which is why we drafted him. And it's funny because when I saw Cam Jurgens and Kelsey next to each other during that Giants divisional game, I swear to God, I'm looking at the same player. Like, when you look at body type, when you just see them standing next to each other, I mean, obviously this was a hand-picked pick by Howie Roseman with the collaboration of Jason Kelce for that pick, which was pretty cool. And Cam Jurgens was an immediate impact. Now, he has shown up as 12-man personnel, adding him as a wide receiver, adding him as in red zone. They've put him as a wide receiver. They put him as an extra tackle, whatever they did on the line, extra lineman. And Cam Jurgens is really good, man. You know what I mean? So you always have something to look forward to with Cam Jurgens, but Isaac Seumalo's contract is up after this year. So if Kelsey stays and Seumalo's gone, because I think it's a voided contract next year. I could be wrong, but I thought I looked at it and it was voided for next season. So I think this is it for him as of right now for Isaac Seumalo after this year. You put Cam Jurgens at guard next to Kelsey, and then he's going to play amazing. Now you're going to have another right guard that you're never going to move to center, just like they drafted Landon Dickerson. That was supposed to be a late first-round pick. You got him in the second, and they had him at right guard, right tackle or right guard next to Brandon Brooks. I think he came in for Brandon Brooks for that 49ers game, the home opener last year, and then he didn't play well. They put him on the left side next to Mulata, and that was it. The story was told after that. He just did so well on the left side. Now it's hard for me to say, is Dickerson going to be the center next year? 100% he is not going to be the center for the Philadelphia Eagles. So if Kelsey stays and Seumalo is gone walking the free agency, Cam Jurgens might be your right guard next year. It's just that insane. It's really that insane. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. So the good news is the Eagles have a game on Sunday. The good news is the 49ers are really trying to get into our heads right now, and it's working. I think that's the best thing they could do because it's only going to get us more crazy roundup and this team. Oh, man, the beating I'm hoping that they're going to take is kind of crazy. And the praising of Brock Purdy and all that stuff. But like I said, guys, I will praise whoever plays a good job, does a good job in this game on Sunday, but definitely don't want to lose. Frank Reich leaving the Colts to be the head coach for the Panthers, which is a huge, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that to happen really fast, which could mean Shane Steichen could stay. So Avante Maddox looks healthy, looks good. Sirianni says he was hopeful. It looks like he might play this week, which is our secondary hasn't been 100% for a while. Really, this team is 100% going into this game on Sunday. The only injury you have that's out is Derek Barnett. I mean, that's pretty much it. So a lot to look forward to with this game, and we'll have more updates on the Philadelphia Eagles the next couple days before our big matchup and ready to go. Let me know what you guys think about all the news that I spoke about today. You guys make sure you subscribe, like the video if you guys can, and appreciate it so much for all the support. And we'll see you guys on the next one. SHAKESQUAD up, follow us live. Peace out, guys. Peace.